Yo, it's the broken baker. Might be cracked, but I still rise. Hands deep in the dough every night under bakery lights. Honey buns getting hot and sticky glaze dripping slow. Yeah, but baby, watch how this baker flow. Late night in the shop, oven glowing like fire. Big mounds of dough waiting, calling out my desire. Flour on my apron, sweat on my brow. I need it real slow, yeah, I know how. Fingers sink deep, push and pull with the beat. That dough getting soft, feel the heat in the seat. Every curve, every rise got me hypnotized. But it's all look, no touch, man, that's the prize. I can dream though, oh I dream real vivid. Picturing that glaze running wild and wicked. Honey buns popping fresh, golden and sweet. Sticky fingers, messy sheets, what a treat. Broken baker, but the fire don't quit. Honey buns hot, yeah they love that grip. Might be broken, but I handle them right. Get them sticky, glaze them up all night. Sticky, sticky, hot and ready, hold it ready, broken baker, yeah we still get it poppin'. Dough in my hands, dreams never stopping. Yeah, clock hitting midnight, world fast asleep. But I'm back here wrestling with this dough so deep. Big soft mountains, begging for my touch. I work them gentle, but I want it so much. Roll it, shape it, let it proof in the warm. Whisper sweet nothings through the oven storm. When they come out dripping, shiny and fine. Got that honey glow, damn near divine. Broken heart maybe, but these hands still strong. Turning plain dough into something prolonged. One day I'll taste it, yeah that's the plan. Till then, dream big baker, man. Broken baker, but the fire don't quit. Honey buns hot, yeah they love that grip. Might be broken, but I handle them right. Get them sticky all night. All night. Yeah, sticky honey buns. The broken baker in the house. Let's bake, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't be late, we rising together, feel me? Peace.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, and what, if any, you might be. And welcome to, I think it's the 45th High Club. Or 44th, 45th, just like the colt. I think. I'm not sure, but yeah. Been waiting since 3 p.m. for my Love DNA lesson. Well, there's a thing called transfer DNA, and when two objects rub against each other, you can have transfer DNA getting put on another surface. So that is your Love DNA explanation. You're welcome. Biology by Baker. But how's everyone doing? I have to be honest. I'm a little in just angry mode. So that's probably not the best mode to stream in. But hey, sometimes you get a little bit angry. You get a little bit peed off by people, and I can see apparently our good friend JFK is rolling high. What is it about a fact that gets them in their feelings? Do you swim here often? I am way, way, way too less confuser rating when I am naming my shows. High Club, late night. Do you know Apple is not only an iPad? Have you seen the sun? Maybe that would draw in some more viewers if I put it in that way, because that sounds more like that would get people to come over and watch this show. But I saw someone saying that they had been over there watching it. Let me guess, their show is something like this. yo, Pussy G, yo, he, he, it doesn't touch me in my feelings at all, that you call me Randall because, I know God gave me the name Randy, and Pussy G, if that's even your real name, you know, uh, you got kicked out by my sugar mama today. She was really, at you, on, on the twat, no cap. Uh, Gabriel, you got anything to say? Uh, you want me to talk now? Yeah. You don't know you don't need to talk at all, Jay Brill. We know what you did. Um, uh, I think Cosy G is funny. What? What do you say? What do you say? I'm the funny one. You think people are funny? You think people are funny? You don't know this is the swim guard. You you take that back. I had James Jackson take all of that back. He said to Ray. So I'm the funny one. I'm the funny one. Yeah. Cool down, Randall. Cool down. I still think you're the best man on the whole internet. Say I'm handsome. Say I'm handsome. One love. One love. Give me one love. Uh, yeah, Randall. You're handsome and funny. Can Heavy Kev not just do a prayer? Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you calling, and it feels like home. God damn, Heavy Kev. God damn. What a prayer. What a prayer, Heavy Kev. This is what we got over here. We got Jay Brill, the smartest man on the internet. You want me to talk now? We got Heavy Kev talking directly to the Lord. And we got me. I'm absolutely level-headed. I am not in any way jealous of anyone else. And we had to put little Jimmy in the corner because he's not allowed on the show anymore because he doesn't know that he has to praise me all the time. But all the other are just fake losers. I think that was about what their show has been about so far. Sometimes I feel a little bit sorry for his flight crew because we can all see what it is now. It's just little Randall who needs someone to boost his ego. And sadly, it's his buddies who have to do it because no one really give a fuck about him. So he has to sit there and say, yo, all the time. And hey, who am I to talk? He has way more viewers than I do. I don't have a sugar mama throwing $500 at me just to say, oh, you're special. Could you please go shit on this person? Yeah. I'll do that. Are you going to give me more money? Yeah. Can you set your body up so on his channel there'll be made allegations about PDFing? Yeah. Whatever, mama. Mama, do you love me? Do you find me handsome? Give you money, isn't that enough? You tell me I'm handsome. One love. Can Randall reach the pedals in the sky? I don't know. I don't know how tall little Randall is. I lose neurons listening to them, but have to from time to time to just keep deleting my messages. They put me in timeout because when Turtle Boy was calling, I said, bring him up, and my hand was slapped. Oh, they had a call-in show again tonight? I'm just glad I sleep when they're on. And no, I'm not going to sit here and restream them because I don't have enough IQ points that I can lose. My mother used to tell me I was special, now realize what an insult that was. Kesima, you are special. Eileen, I feel like we spent the whole day together. Was it good for you? No, today wasn't a good day for me. I got really mad yesterday and I spent my entire night just spitting in my cups. No, the other night was absurd, so I was put in timeout. That's the funny thing that all of these, we're just asking questions. If you ask them a question, you're out of here. Hey, Expert and all his viewers. Expert was nice enough to have me on his 8,000 sub special. Eshel. You all go and look at the Expert channel as well. He's a cool cat. Wish I had some mods here so I could share links. Now I have to do all my work myself. You can just make more mods. Oh, you know my mods. They're horrible to begin with. I don't want any more. But that's not what I asked you to do. This is what I want to do. Ding, bang, lama, ding, dang, bing. You go check out the Expert. He is he's starting his truth journey with the entire new look at the Aiden Carney stuff. He did go to law school, but he's glad he's not a lawyer. But he's experiencing what all of us have been living through for 3 years, and he's getting quite surprised sometimes when he is watching the Aiden stuff because he sees it what it is. It's a First Amendment issue. Sorry to hear, Baker. Don't watch them, but I'm sure it was violent per usual. No, I didn't watch. I didn't watch them. It was just someone came in with the stolen valor bullshit in my chat, and I know it shouldn't get to me. Just like because call me fat, call me stupid. Yeah, I know I am, but I fucking did my time. I did my time, and I know I shouldn't listen to any of these buffoons because they never did anything. The only thing they might have served is dinner. But it's probably because, again, 500 meters from here, my childhood friend is sleeping forever under a stone. He passed away right after I got home from my deployment. That pisses me off that people will disparage veterans. I didn't do shit. I was just a hobby soldier. But I did lose some really good friends who, good friends and then some acquaintances, like they had them in Massachusetts. And they were better people than I was. The waiter, any idea why Randall is now going by a new last name? No, I didn't. I don't even know what Randall's last name is. I just know that it pisses him off to no end that we call him Randall. Hey, okay. You have every right to be upset. Yeah, but it shouldn't get to me because now they're just going to keep doing it, and I will steal my soul against it. But it's one of the few things I'm really proud of I haven't done. Uriah Lama, I call you stupid only because you aren't more mad. Well, I don't care being called stupid because most of the people who call me stupid has a co-host who says, you want me to talk? Nah, yeah, if you got something. I touched the water once and it was wet. Yo, that's why you have a deep thinker like Jay Brill. He's real, man. He tells it how it is. water is wet. You can't get that on any other show. Please donate $500 to me, and I will go and tell someone else that they are a PDF file. Randy Bald Ass Ari. I don't know. No, is that his last name? Bald Ass Ari. I don't know. Never tell the internet what annoys you because it will be used against you. How many? I'm one of these persons that you tell me enough, I'll just get, I'll get, I'll internalize it, and I'll just hate you even more. But the people say in Stonewall never served a day in their life. They served at McDonald's. That's the only place they ever did anything. It's not a tuba. It's a hematuba. I used to have a well-developed, I don't know what you call it in English. We call it embouchure, but probably could do it again. The ones who claim Stone and Valor failed basic training, they never even had the guts to show up. Randall say his name is Randy on his birth certificate, but his kids call him Dad, and that's the only thing that's important until he then goes back and attacks Cosity for calling him Randall. Bald as Ari, and now Raymer. Well, I don't know. They're really happy that they found out what my real name is, that I'm not Baker. But hey, if that makes them happy, that I have a name that's easy for you Yanks, because it'll be really weird for you to sit here and say, oh, hey, Mads Fredelyk, Mads Fredelyk, Mads Fredelyk. Because none of those words really do well in English. But hey, if my last name was Bald Ass Ari, I would probably change it too. Cosy G, of course we are all the topic of conversation over there. Yeah, of course we are, because I love that he sits every night saying, oh, you don't have any content. If it wasn't for us, you don't have any. Danny's just restreaming us. Danny's restreaming you, restreaming him, you idiot. But enough about that. They are not important. They are just clowns getting paid by a person who apparently, I don't know what the end game is. Getting fame, getting to be a YouTuber, or just to stir shit. I don't know. But they get the money to do it, but that's all I have to say. But I saw someone I don't know who B was, on the Twitch thread had put up this one. And I didn't know what the Traders was. And then I found out it's a game show on, oh, thank you so much, Deanne, for gifting 5 memberships. 5 memberships. Salty Beach Girl, Demona's BK, Jeff Trepro, Tempra Pubs, and Kimber's Ohio. Whoa. Were lucky enough that they were gifted a membership, so they can now be a member of my channel, where I don't do anything for my members other than now and again I will do a Foreskins video where I will take, I'll make fun of them, because, hey, the Foreskins are fun to make fun of, and Tuesday is gonna finish a thought one of these days. Still, instead of having the Traders game, we should have the hookup game, where Tuesday and Gabriel should hook up, and they should have a baby, and then we should study that baby for when they have a thought for the first time in their life. Because those two people haven't had a thought yet. Miss Brown is here for a few minutes. Oh, thank you so much. Naniel is a disgrace. I don't know what's gotten into her, but I had her on my show once. She seemed fine. I'll be honest. She was fine. Never had anything like this happening. But when you see how she reacts and how she's sitting there and boosting these allegations, I saw her yesterday pulling back on her allegations against Jimmy with her, oh, this guy shouldn't be around kids because that's not loaded in any way. Oh, a gay guy shouldn't be around kids. What could you ever be alluding to? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I'm not saying it because I'm not making allegations, but you know, gay people, you know what kids. But actually, it was because he used to be a teacher and he used foul language. That's why he shouldn't be around kids. Right? That was what she meant. The Vader says Tuesday give blondes a bad name. Yes. Harmony Desirose says, fun fact, my gifted membership typically runs out a day or so before you do a members only video. I feel cursed. Good thing, when you get a new gifted membership, you can go back and watch them. Kiki Kinetic says, disgusting. Guess my lowest of the low. Yeah. That was disgusting when she made we can all read between the lines and they can come back and say, no, that's not what I meant. I just meant he was an angry teacher. But we know what you meant when you said that a gay guy shouldn't be around kids. Well, we can't say we know what you meant because of course you didn't mean that because you would never imply anything like that. But I think everyone else, when they read it, thought, oh, that's a horrendous allegation. But that was not what you meant. You have clarified that on the tweets. She is a bad lawyer, yes. And Sachs says, member for 17 months, this thing is worthless. It is, but at least it's only been 17 months, Stack. And you still haven't been allowed to put one single chat in my chat. And Hellfish has been a member for 10 months and says, all veterans made a sacrifice in their service. Yeah, and probably that's why it just gets a little bit to me. Oh, and the isolation year is here. Saturday at noon, he will learn how to build Lego. We will do a gizmo off over on his channel, the isolation year, where he's in isolation for a year. Pretty good name for a channel where you do that. But we will have a gizmo off on Saturday at noon Eastern. So be there or be not square. That was more of a rectangle. Linda says, I like her, but the moment she made that comment, I was done. Don't forgive that ish. Oh, Kathy, I just answered when I was on with the Skip in the host. Yeah, we all know that it's actually scary coming from attorney. Yeah. I'm going to bring that up. You played the Whammon card. No, you suck. Oh, that. Hellfish. Val is beefing about the Lego, I believe. I didn't understand. No one understands Val. He's just, don't listen to him. Can't wait for the Lego build with Skip. Then USA beat Denmark 3 p.m. hockey game. I've gone to hockey game. We have a team called the Bulldogs on my island. I went and they were pretty good. I think they became Danish champions a few times. I went and watched it sometimes. I never understood what ice hockey is about. I got drunk. One time we got into a fight, and that's what I did at a hockey game. I think that's what you do at hockey games. I don't understand what icing is. I don't understand what any of the words are. So chances me watching ice hockey on Saturday, about the same chances as I am gonna hang out with handsome Randall. Hey, living life with FND. And Jariah Lama says, Lego stream, happy sounds. Those are my happy sounds. Thank you so much for your $2. I don't know why it's not going to be pulled up. Oh, it's because I don't have the notification window on this scene. Sorry, it's my new program. I'm not good at this game. I can teach you. You could be fixed. I like football. I like handball. Sometimes I like to watch a little bit of basketball. There's actually a game on this Saturday in my town. We have the Rapids. That's our basketball team. They used to be pretty good. Baker, when you come to Boston, I'll take you to a Bruins game. It'll change your world. Can we get beer and get into a fight? Then I like the sport. Harmony says, isn't hockey basically boxing on ice? No, because they have way too much gear on. I thought hockey was like football. No, it has nothing to do with the same rules. The offside rules makes no sense because offside in football is one of those things women don't understand the offside rule. It's really simple. If you're the last man on the opposite team behind the last man on the defense in front of the goalie, you are in an offside position. But if it doesn't have influence on the game and you're not seeking the ball, you will not be called offside. It's really easy to understand the offside rule. In hockey, I don't get it. It's something with some line on the ice and people whistle at some point. I don't get it. I played it on the Xbox back when I had one, and I didn't know why I was getting into trouble half the time. There's something brewing in Providence. Indoor soccer and hockey are similar. No, absolutely not. There's no rules that's the same. Baker should repeat the DNA loves session. Well, it's transfer DNA. When two objects rub against each other that both have DNA on them, one can leave transfer DNA on the other object. That's why in that horrible case down in Atlanta, when they said 5 days after lovemaking, there will still be lovemaking juices with DNA in them in another person. But when you have had unsolicited lovemaking session the same day, that doesn't leave any DNA. It's just science. Or maybe someone is being framed for a murder they didn't commit, especially because the hit on the DNA, as I read it in the CODIS, was only a partial hit. That's another little thing where you can think. It's a horrible case. Catnut Williams have been covering it. That's why I've watched it. You should go check it out. Or you should come back tomorrow or later today, where I will hopefully, because there was a live stream set up for it to go, hasn't been going, but I'm going to start a new trial on this channel as well. Offsides in hockey means that there is a player in the opposite end before the puck. That makes no sense. Brandon, who sadly is a little bit worse under the weather again, used to play hockey. He was pretty good at it, I've been told by Brandon. That trial is wild, and the word is drainage. The word is drainage. Cindy, thank you. Diania has a crush on Catnut Williams. Oh my. We need to have an episode of the dating game. Has been watching with Melanie. Oh, Yeah, it's Recovery Addict who covers the one in New Jersey. That's right. Melanie's covering that one as well. Big Dog says apparently when semen drains from an orifice to another one, we're not talking about the semen from the Navy. In the Navy, la 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 la. In the Navy, la 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 la. Hockey is super Canadian. Uriah, that's why Lefty loves hockey, because he is French Canadian. Mais oui. Je suis super Canadian. Oh, bonjour, Davader. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Je suis une plume. Dans la classe, il y a une poubelle. Those were the words that I remember we had to say when we did we had to say. La 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 la. I'm from Montreal, but I hate that city, so I live in British Columbia now. Well, that's I've never been to Montreal anywhere. He is a black man that stayed 585 feet away from the house of the Red Rum, so that makes him guilty. It seems like I don't know. I didn't know it was that bad because I didn't watch the JSL, JSR, JSL, YSL case. My buddy Nick Starrow covered that, and we joked about it that I will get through Karen Reed 1 and 2 before the YSL trial ended. And I did. He watched the YSL trial, and he said that Fannie Willis was absolutely horrendous, and the judges were absolutely horrendous. And then I watched the Waffle House case with the cold case where someone got in contact with Nancy Grace and some other crime trooper, and Fannie Willis opened the case again, and they just blamed her ex-husband. The evidence, he was her ex-husband, and they might have had a fight at some point that no one know when it was. Well, that's just hardcore evidence, don't you think? And he might have stolen a rabbit dick, as we call one of those. I can't remember what the name is. I always ask when we're talking about it, but I forget a lot of times what things are called in English. One of those saws that looks kind of like this. We call them rabbit dicks because it's fast like a rabbit. A reciprocal saw? No, that's not what it's called. It's called, I don't know. But it's one of those saws that you, with the little blade that, a hacksaw. Hacksaw. No one never saw him walking. They said they saw a black man walking. Infuriating. Well, that's the little bit of a problem that sometimes, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but some people think that every black person looks the same. I have, yeah, that's the thing. YSL 1 is why I never think 8 weeks of trial are long. Yeah, that was horrible. Melanie Little described the prosecutors opening a defense for the ex-boyfriend, not proving the defendant did it. Big Dog, I saw one of those, what's the name of that stupid person on the Twitter, Cowboy Fan or something, had contacted the judge because Melanie Little had said something about a witness. Are you that dumb now that because of our YouTube beef, you call a judge in a state that has no jurisdiction over Melanie Little, who says, I think this guy's guilty. This guy sounds like he had done it, or whatever she might have said. I didn't watch it, so I can't testify to what she said. And you call the judge in another case and have which also is a horrible judge, and have her do something to Melanie Little, what do you think she's gonna do? Say, hey, cameraman from Court TV, can you look at me? Bad Melanie. Bad Melanie, you are not allowed to have the First Amendment right to talk about how this guy seems sus. Bad. Can you, yeah, let's go on with the court proceedings. What did you think a judge is going to do in Georgia to a streamer who is, I believe, in New Jersey? Because she said something about a witness on the stand who sounded really sus, the ex-boyfriend. Yeah. This is the delusional levels we have reached with all of these stupid new aunties. I'm gonna call the judge in a case, and then they're gonna get evil Melanie, because did you know Melanie isn't willing to backstab Aiden? He shouldn't be allowed to stream. Hey, Jetta Jen. Who comes from Melanie? I think the name is Cowboy Fan something. They have been a constant idiot on the internet. That is confirmed, Chris Albert. I'm using his tweets to get him banned from the American Legion. Is it confirmed, Chris Albert? Then he's dumber than I thought, and I thought he was really dumb. Oh, she's in New York. It's the same. New York, New Jersey, it's all new. Hits don't equal legality. In Denmark, we say, well, I used to hang out with guys who said tits means you're sorry. So if you have big tits, you're really sorry. Just a word. Hey, Jessica Carlson, you came in right at the wrong time. Oh, and J-Bomb, how are you doing? Yama Lama Ding Dong, the DA should just be the judge. They work as one. That's a horrible, it's a horrible state. It's worse than Massachusetts, I think. And hey, ex-wife. Love your car crew impersonations. Well, thank you. I've been working on them. Melanie Little isn't the problem. The judge seems to be looking for a reason to shut the feeds down for everyone, and the Cray reports could do that. It's kind of like when another YouTuber started writing the judge in the Delphi case and got everyone in trouble over there. And when our good friend and big supporter of the channel, Untwisted Tragedy, wrote the judge in the Koberger case and told her viewers to write the judge because we have a right to blah, blah, blah. And the judge said, yeah, and I've had all these emails sent to me, and she got really, he's going to mention me. I didn't make it on Outer Banks, but
J Boogie, you should have been an actor. You are a natural, my friend. Fun fact, I have been offered a part on what is now Outer Banks, and I should have taken it way back then. I just couldn't because they were doing the filming in the Carolinas and whatever. But God, that became a big Netflix show, and I kick myself every day for that. But I did a little bit of acting here and there.
So she was really hoping that now she couldn't get her acting gig because it was in the Carolinas. You can't just move to the Carolinas. It's a long process. There's so much red tape. But then she hoped that this judge was going to mention her now so she really could get her break. And he just said, you idiots, stop sending me emails because that's not how the law works. You should have been an actor. I was almost an actor. No, you used to write the poll. As if her voice isn't horrible enough. Now it's echoed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's because I can't hear it if I don't play it. So I don't know when it's about to end. So sorry, it's a bit echoed. But still, you get double the hatred. Yeah, and I can see everyone just got live right now. And there's a new channel out there. Well, I don't know how.
See that, right? I think you guys can see that.
it's can't remember where it is now, but there was a new channel today starting to shit on Aiden, and I was like, so now they're just making new channels to hate on him. But I can see on the live that's all our friends are live right now. I could have been in bed. I could have been in bed. Why didn't everyone tell me that they were going live so I could go to bed? Rat House, Will, we got questions, Erica, Carl Steinbeck is live as well. All the cool people are live, but thank you for choosing me. Having the press report on the jury is somehow jury tampering. Yeah, that's just dumb. They don't know nothing. But what I was about to show you 30 minutes ago was I saw this being shared on the Twitch thread. This is a game show. I didn't know what it is. And I will just point out, I didn't make the list again. I have been in it longer than Randall. I've been in the Karen Reed movement longer than Daniel. I have been in here longer than Sean of the Golf. And I can't fucking make the list. What's a brother to do? What's a brother to do to get on the lists? I got a suggestion from YouTube in my feed about a channel that seems new, but it was just Randall. Linda, I feel sorry for you. The good Natalia, you're right, that's just wrong. Yeah, I never make the lists. I have been grinding my A's off. And no rain on Jimmy. I was here before Jimmy. He's better than I am, but at least I should be able to beat out the drunk at the golf and the manatee. I don't want to go there. That's not where I want to go. I'm not going to go there. But at this point, I might have to pull the R card. It's because I'm Dutch. And I know how you Americans have it with the Dutch people. Well, it's the British people who have it that way with the Dutch. There's two things I can't stand. It's intolerant people and the Dutch. And I believe it's my Dutchiness that keeps me off of every link, every single list that's made out there. I'm just saying we might be able to call this a racism at some point. Uriah the Llama, Baker makes a new pretzel recipe. That's fire. Make a new pretzel recipe. That's fire. I've never made a pretzel a day in my life, so pretzels aren't really a thing in Denmark. We don't eat them, but thank you so much, Uriah. The F card, the R card, Havarti, the Gouda, no, the racisms. I'm saying all of this happens because I'm Dutch, and these people, yeah. What's the name of Erica's YouTube? Please and thank you. It's We Got Questions. Shouldn't sit here and promote other people. I'll promote other people before I go. Cindy, are you leaving? Bad Dasher. Hey, everyone has it with us British. No, you British hates the Dutch. It's an Austin Powers thing. Amy B, thank you for trying to give me a little bit when you says you're just too good of a person. No, I'm the worst. You are baker, yeah, but we don't bake pretzels. We do have cultural differences. Pretzels is a German thing. They'll eat them with mustard, I think. And the only pretzels I've had is those little mini weird ones that you get like in trail mix and stuff like that. I like when Homer writes a letter to Martin and it says, "These pretzels are making me thirsty." Linda says, "Oh, I think this is the point. It's obviously against the Dutch. Pretty much a hate crime in Massachusetts, I think." I have just noticed a pattern. Every time there is a list on good people, bad people, I'm on none of them. And the only thing that's different from me and the people mentioned today is I'm Dutch. And if there's two things I can't stand, it's intolerant people and the Dutch. Harmony, you are not the worst. I wish you were not so mean to yourself. Self-deprecation is a national sport in Denmark. You can bake a pretzel. Come on. I don't know how to bake. I can look up a recipe and but I could also make a bagel. I don't wanna because it's a wasted bread product. So why would I? But I've never made a pretzel, so I don't know how to make a pretzel. I can look up it's not that hard, I bet. Pretzel recipe. Let's see. Easy homemade soft pretzels. How do you make them? Bum, 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 bum. You need the simplest, most basic ingredients possible, and I bet each one is in your kitchen right now. Warm water, I have that in my kitchen. A packet of yeast, I don't have that. Sugar, I have that. Melted butter, I don't have that. Salt and flour, I have that. Mix the yeast and sugar in warm water. Don't do that. Let it sit for a minute. Don't do that. Then whisk it in the butter and salt. Don't do that at all, because the salt will then start eating the yeast. You can use a stand mixer fitted with a dough hook attachment, a big bowl, and a wooden spoon. Work with what you have in the kitchen. Yeah. You don't have to wait to let this dough rise for an extended period of time, just 10 to 13 minutes. That is an extended period of time, you numbnuts. Don't have a lot of time on your hands. This recipe is for you if you, however, I don't care. What is going to do? Those that leave time for bulk fermentation when the dough rises before shaping typically have a more enhanced, developed flavor. In fact, some pretzels recipes require an overnight rise in the refrigerator. If you have the time for that, do it. However, I find a brief rise suitable for today's pretzels, especially if I'm making them with younger bakers. Well, I am a young baker. Sally's baking. I don't know you. Let me tell you something, brother. This is Mr. Yeast. He's in a little cube because we get most yeast in cubes in Denmark. This is Mrs. Sugar. She is sprinkling all of her love potion over Mr. Yeast. Then Mr. Yeast will be really happy and content after she sprinkles all her love potion on him, and he will go into what is known as a refractory period, where he will be on his back, just like every man in history. He'll be on his back reading his phone, and like every man in history, when we are content, he will start farting. That's our love language. When we fart, we are happy. Those farts will be caught inside of the bread. Those are made out of CO2, and that is what makes the bread rise. That's why you don't only do a 10-minute rise, because the yeast will keep farting. That's why after approximately 15 to 20 minutes, you pat the dough down and let all the air out, and then you let it rise again, or else the yeast hasn't done rising. And your bread won't develop the taste. It'll just be a boring piece of bread. But hey, who care about flavor, right? It's just bread. We eat bagels. So you let it rise 15, 20 minutes, then you pat it down, and then you give it another 30 minutes or so. So, well, I would normally, after those 15 minutes, I would cut it out in the sizes I need it in, and then let it rise for another 30 minutes before I, no, and then I'll shape it, and then I'll let it rise for another 30 minutes. If you put it in the oven when it's not done, it'll just crack all over it. And you're saying, oh, this is good for kids. Yeah, teach them how to be a shitty baker. That has been today's biology lesson by Baker. No, ex-wife, there will be no drainage. There will be a excessive air. Pour some sugar on me. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. I'll let you smack my dough anytime. Vader. That's why we have, you can use one of these to slap down your dough if you don't have the hand strength to do it. That's why we developed the baker's patty. Bad dough. Bad dough. Who's been a bad dough? Oh, Baker's gonna go and slap you. Get you all out of breath. Stay there. That's why we have the baker's patty, to exclude air from bread. No wonder I don't like bread. Who wants to eat farts? Farts is what makes it taste good. I can see why men fail at this. Most are 2 minutes, not 15, 20 minutes types. Well, that's why you do it over 2 times. That's just how it works. Let your bread rise, because it'll give it a better flavor. Don't listen to these online idiots. That's just what I'm gonna say. I have too much fun with that. Big Dog, I am showing you a baking technique. Whatever you interpret it as has to do with your depraved mindset. Is it the ladies today? He seems way too happy. Who's happy? I was working on a piece of dough. Is Cougar class today? No, Cougar class is tomorrow, but I'm not signed up for it because I had those 2 weeks with my bad back, and then I had 3 weeks of illness. So I'm easing into it. I'm getting back in the gym, and I'm going to go to the gym, not in the far distant future. But back to what this was. I think this is the one. It's a show where you vote people off who you believe is the traitor. And I was kind of wondering, who would people vote for as the biggest traitor to the movement, or whatever you would call it? Because I wouldn't. Rose fine. Masa is fine. I think Aiden's fine. Will is fine. Melanie's fine. Jimmy's fine. I don't get why Grant is here. Grant is a newcomer. He has nothing to do with the free Karen Reed. He was very anti-Karen Reed. LG, I can't really see what she has to do with any of it. So or maybe it's against Aiden, but then why is Aiden on this poster? And I don't know who I would vote for as the biggest traitor. There's Kim, doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's Randall. He had nothing to do with anything. He just came in and put a hashtag on his videos to get some views. I don't know. And if it's, well, I think this means that it is against Karen. It'd be funny to move Aiden's picture down there and Karen's up here, and then you can say, who's the biggest traitor in this show? I don't know. If you've ever been in, say, Berlin, and you saw this as a black and white poster, yeah, just that. Linda, I've never been to Berlin. Esty was there for a long time. She apparently had a lot to do with people in court and stuff like that. I listened into some of her space yesterday while I was prepping for my own show, and I know people love doing the spaces because we can get to talk. Not everyone really needs to talk. You have the right to talk. Not everyone should talk, because she was going on a tirade about how someone did something that someone should done something to someone else that did something third. And I was thinking, what the hell are you talking about? And then I saw that Krusty O Panties had a stream set up, a spaces set up where she was talking about little AIDS. So you have the car crew calling him tuberculosis because just asking questions, you know, just asking questions. Aiden, do you have tuberculosis? What is that? Why you call yourself TB? You got tuberculosis? You know, just asking questions. You know, Gabriel, what do you think as a trained medical doctor? You want me to answer? Yeah, yeah. You're a doctor, aren't you? A doctor of thugonomics. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you think Aiden has tuberculosis? Adderall rat, Adderall rat. Kevy Kev, can you say a prayer for his Adderall mind? Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you calling me, and it feels like home. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Kevy. That's what I'm talking about. Home. One love, one love. You know how it is. You know how it is. Yo, you know, from the streets, you know, we're about this life. We're about this life. Yo, tuberculosis, Adderall rat. Yo, you know, being on prescription meds. Yeah, he's not about that life. No, because real G's only shop at street pharmaceuticals. You know what you know, yo, you know, like the real G's who get addicted to way worse stuff. But let me sit here because I'm an insecure little manlet and say, oh, you are on Adderall because you are have a prescription for it, so you have Adderall brain and I clever. You're the cleverest person in your car, Randall. I really. You know you're not allowed to call me Randall. Call me JFK. Say I'm a street thug. Kevy Kev, can you get Randall happy again? Yeah, you cool, bro. You think, Kev? Yeah. Whatever. You're the coolest guy. Yeah. Look out there. You're so jealous. I got love. I'm handsome. Sorry, I said I wasn't gonna cover the Little Randall show tonight, but you just saw part of it because I needed to take a pee break. Did anything happen? Lisa Marie, I got some good stuff. Would love to talk. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, send me an email and I will look at it. Okay, you walked in. I'm sorry, I was at the toilet, so I was playing the Little Randall show at the same time. I accidentally clipped on the JFK show right now, and Kevy Kevs looks like he's asleep. They are watching a stream of them watching a stream of themselves. This is Ranception. Because then little Randy can sit there and say, oh, look at this handsome devil looking at this handsome devil. Don't you think he's handsome? Yeah, he's the cutest man I've seen. Yeah, that's what I say. One love. You get love here. You get love. Yeah, Randall. You're so handsome. You're so pretty. You invented not be in vain. Yeah, did you know back in the streets, yo, I was known as the pretty boy. That's what all the guys called me when I came around. My street name was Yo Pretty Boy, and I knew they meant it because yo, I'm I'm not vain or anything, but I took it to heart. Please don't send Jabril here to Tucson. DePetro is already here reporting on the Guthrie case. Hey, expert, thank you. Anyone that says that they are cute looks like a rhinoceros or a rhino, a rhino. Can you cut the stream where you laugh to pieces over Jabril with evidence and his friends? Would love that in an outro. I can't remember what stream I did it on. Can't find the email. The email is brokenbakermediadk@gmail. Yeah, it's like Spaceballs where they. Oh, this is now. No, now is now in a bit. Jesus. He's so butthurt. And it makes it so funny that he's so insecure that just Posse calling him Randall sent him in a spin. And then he's sitting there shitting on me for not being handsome. I have never met a guy who said, I wish a girl would call me handsome. But, yo, Randall always makes us say he's handsome because he really, he's a little insecure. So you should all go and call him handsome because it'll make him happy if you call him handsome. Hey, Daisy. Thank you. Space where no one hears you scream when you take one in the balls. Bigger doesn't have any mods tonight. I never have any mods. Why? What do I need mods for? There's only 150, 70 people here. I don't need no stinking birds. Well, my mods are sleeping. I'm not the type of guy who will force you because you work for free. So I'm not the guy who says you have to be here. I know some streamers have that. Well, if you don't pay them, you can't demand them to do anything. So yeah. I guess Eyes Half Open means he's halfway ready for giving his next motivational prayer. Can we just talk about how cringe it is to do a prayer in the middle of a show and then go into, yeah, god damn, you guys set it off. It's it would be just as weird as if I did it because I'm not particularly Christian in the way Americans are, because in Denmark it's a very deeply personal thing. It's a one-on-one relationship with the Lord more than let me go tell everyone how Christian I am. So that would be really weird if I started sitting here saying, okay, I made fun of handsome Randall. Let me just for Herre, du som er i himmelen, hellige vorte dit navn, komme dit rige. Ske din viljen i himlen, således og ske din vilje på jorden, således som i himlen. Og giv os i dag vores daglige brød. Forlad os vores skyld, som også vi forlader vores skyldnere. For dit er æren, magten i evighed. That would be very hypocritical, because I don't pray, like, you don't do that in Denmark. You're born into the church, you pay taxes to the church, and you'll find out in the end how much taxes you have paid. That's So I would never sit and do that. That prayer was longer than my baptism. It. I pray when beer runs out. Yeah. I pray on football Sundays. But it's just weird doing it in on a YouTube stream where you shit on other people and you're talking about PDFs. It was so inappropriate, but maybe my 1 hour presentation has lasted an hour and 5 minutes now. So maybe on my way out, we should say, I close my eyes. Oh God, I think I'm falling. Out of the skies, I close my eyes. Heaven help me. That was like a poem from one of those poetics. Kev. You think so? Yeah, I got inspiration from the Lord himself. You got one more prayer in you, brother, because my soul could need it. Like a child, you whisper softly to me. You are in control, Lord. Just like a child. Now I'm dancing. Yo, man, you went deep on that one. You really got, I feel it. The big guy up there got you dancing with joy. Just like Randall dances with joy when you call him pretty. Yo, Heavy Kev, that was about me, right? I'm a great dancer. Back in the streets, I used to dance a lot. Dane's credulity. God save the Commonwealth. Yeah. Deviator, I'm down on my knees. Never mind. One more time for the people in the backseat, Kev. Do I have one more prayer in me before we go? When you call my name, Handsome Randall, it's like a little prayer. I get down on my knees, Handsome Randall. I want to take you there. In the midnight hour. I can feel a power. It's just like a prayer. You know, I'll take you there. So, with those prayers to the Lord and me not really being up to it today, we got through another hour of absolutely nothing. I'm going to chuck you somewhere. 1 in chat if you want to go Clara, 2 in chat if you want to go Rat House. Because both of them are live. Yo, I don't know who Madonna is. This is my buddy Heavy Kev who made these prayers. And remember, today I will be back live streaming Court. Bad Dazzler want to go Rat House. You're leaving? Yes, the good Natalie. My 1 hour presentation has lasted an hour and 10 minutes now, and I'm not really feeling it this morning. 1-1. Rat House is already done. Danny, you are such a lazy chum. Why the hell are you? You're done? What? Well, then it's gonna be the Clara. Because if I send you over to Danny, you will just be chucked off to Bangladesh and watch news over there. I hate the surprises he find in our redirect roulette. Everyone, I'm not really feeling it this morning, so I'm going to do a short one today. Most nights I go long. You know what I mean? Get out there, get to bed, get started with your day, or go home from work if you're Aussie. Thank you so much for joining my YouTube presentation. And remember, in the words of Pastor Your voice can take me there. Just like a prayer. Just like a prayer, your voice can take me there. Just like a prayer.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury.